What's up, everybody? My name is Jeremy.
And I'm Jade.
And together we are the Cunninghams.
Hello.
And we're married. And this is a marriage podcast. And we're so glad that you were back.
Thank you for coming back.
Thank you for coming back. And so this is the New Heights Marriage Podcast. And we're New Heights and we're married.
I love it.
I love it too. And so
we need to record our intro.
we probably need to work on the intro. But okay, so Jade.
Yes.
My wife.
Hi.
My friend. My lover.
Thank you.
We'll cut that out. I have a question to ask. So we talked about our wedding in one of the last podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
In our story where we're introducing ourselves. We're married.
Yes.
This is a marriage podcast.
Yes.
I thought we would talk about something very specific to our wedding day.
Okay.
And so
I'm intrigued.
You're intrigued. So on our wedding day, we did something very, I guess it's not really very unique.
Yeah.
People do it.
People do it.
But do you find it odd? Also, this is a side tangent. Do you find it odd that when we got married, I had hair, no beard?
I do not find it odd. I guess some people look at our pictures and they're like, oh, he had hair. As if it's so strange that you once had hair.
I never once had hair in my life.
Right. It's like people think you've just been bald your whole life.
I have.
Yeah.
From the womb.
That's funny.
Do you like me better bald?
100%.
Really? Like,
Oh.
just because I don't complain about my hair or because it looks better?
I love the bald head and beard personally.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't want to be ugly. Can I say this?
Oh God.
I'm just gonna
about
say,
me?
No, like a PSA.
Oh yeah, you can be ugly to whoever you want.
I'm not being ugly, but if you're already going bald,
yeah,
just do it. Just shave your head. I promise it'll look so much better. and it's so freeing.
It is.
Like, it is so
freeing.
Not to have to worry about your hair.
I freaked out about my hair all the time. I tried to cover it up. It's just time to shave it.
Time to shave it.
So that's really
just do it.
What our message is.
Yeah.
If you're going bald, to shave. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about. But
well, did I look different from our wedding day?
Nope. Just as beautiful as you always been. No. You look beautiful. You have a little less eye makeup now, but besides that, you're beautiful.
And my hair's a little darker.
You did have very blonde hair at our wedding.
Very blonde hair, a lot of eye makeup.
But you're beautiful.
Probably a lot heavier now, but hey.
Aren't we all? And so, no, it was a beautiful day. So we did something unique. At least we thought. People do this, but we wrote our own wedding vows. Mm-hmm. And so we, as wedding filmmakers, we always encourage people to write their wedding vows.
Yes.
Because it's personal. Not that we don't love traditional vows and all that good stuff. That's all great. We actually wove traditional vows into our vows. But we always encourage brides and grooms to do it because it's personal. It brings people into your story. It makes it feel more real, I think. It
makes for a really great wedding film.
It makes for a great wedding film. It's emotional. And so, but even besides that, just in person at your ceremony, it's really good for people to kind of hear personal stuff about you. Anyway, so here's my question to you. Mm-hmm. Did we keep our wedding vows?
No.
Absolutely not.
I'm just kidding.
Jade has not submitted one time. And so,
well,
can you recite our vows right now for everyone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go for it.
I, Jade.
No, not at all. That is not how it started at all. And so, completely wrong. You tried.
I tried.
I could not do it. No.
Yeah,
There's no way. So,
but we should be able to.
We should be able to, not only because we're doing a marriage podcast, so we should know our vows.
They're not very long.
They're not very long. They're very personal.
They're very personal.
And they hang in our living room, typically 5 feet away from us. And
so the next time we do this podcast, we're gonna see if we can.
That's gonna be our intro for our podcast. But so I thought we would do just as a special moment between me and you, as if no one's listening. I thought we would read our vows to one another.
Oh,
and so I went and ripped them off the wall. Here they are. They are printed up very nicely in a nice wood frame. Thank you for doing that. Who printed these?
So our friend Katie Hobbs, her mom did it, and I feel really bad because I forgot her name.
Wow. I'm
going to try to think of it.
Katie Hobbs' mom, we appreciate it very much. These are excellent. And
we love them.
I have no idea if you can see them on camera or not. But shall I read them?
Yes, I'm ready.
Are you going to cry?
Probably.
Okay.
Just don't look at me.
Just don't look at you. At the top of mine, it says his. I didn't say that, but this is just to signify on our wall that these are mine.
Oh.
Jade. That's you.
I said don't look at me.
Oh, sorry. I take you as my bride. I promise to honor you and care for you. I promise. Sorry. I promise. It's not good. It's not a good start. I promise to love you in every circumstance. I promise to be strong for our family. We have a family now. Or wait, not. We were a family, but
now we have
got another family.
Addition to the family.
Is that an announcement?
No.
Just kidding. I promise to stay calm when you have worries, and I promise to speak peace when you feel overwhelmed. I promise to be here in good and bad times. I promise to never leave you nor forsake you, just as Christ has promised us. 10:22:16. So sweet. So sweet.
Her name is on the back.
Is it? What is it?
Created by Melissa Howell.
Melissa Howell. Thank you so much, Melissa. That is, I knew Melissa's name.
Yeah, I don't know how
that
I
was
read
crazy.
that.
Okay, your turn.
Okay. I'm not going to look at you. I'm going to focus on my reading.
I'll cry.
Mine says hers at the top. Also a little dust.
Came off the wall.
Jeremy, I take you as my husband. I promise to honor you and respect you. I promise to love you in every circumstance. I promise to be stable for our family. I promise to lift you up when you doubt yourself. I promise to speak peace when you feel darkness. I promise to be here in good and bad times. I promise to never leave you nor forsake you, just as Christ has promised us.
That was really good. No.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I cried on our wedding day.
Yeah, you did.
But they're still very powerful.
A lot. Jeremy's emotional.
I am emotional.
I love it.
Which brings us to some points here. It's a good segue. So we wrote our vows, and we wrote our vows kind of the same. So you'll notice that they're basically the same, except for two lines in the vows.
Also, I'm pretty sure you taught me into this.
What?
Writing our own vows.
Did I? I talk you into a lot of things.
Yeah.
You should not be as impressionable as you are.
Your opinion matters to me.
Thanks.
Well, I think my one condition to reading these vows was I wanted to repeat them, so I didn't have to read anything.
Yeah. That's right.
Or remember anything. So my dad married us, and he actually said the line, and we repeated kind of traditionally, but with our own spin.
Our own spin on it.
Yeah.
And everybody was crying. It was beautiful. Minus the sun was in my eyes. Did you notice that? At our wedding, the sun was directly in my eyes.
Lighting's tricky outside.
Lighting is tricky outside.
We know that from experience.
So we repeated the same vows except for two lines.
Yeah.
And those are the two lines that I want to ask one another the question.
Mm-hmm.
Did we keep our vows to one another? And I want you to be real honest.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I don't want you to lie just because millions of people are watching and listening to this right now. And
all 5 of you.
All 5 of you, Mom, Dad. And so I'll ask you first.
Okay.
Since I'm doing this. So the two lines were right here at the end. So my first line to you that was specific to you. I promise to speak peace. No.
That's not it.
That was the second one. The first one. I promise to stay calm when you have worries.
Yes.
Now, a PSA.
I was about to say, do you want me to be really honest?
A PSA to everybody. I know that I am not a calm person. No one has ever accused me of being calm. I don't say calm in stressful situations normally. You, on the same hand, are a not warrior, even though you are a girl. Fight the power. Fight the power. It's so stupid.
What's that even mean?
I don't know. The government or something?
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. They're listening. You are a worrier.
Mm-hmm.
You always have been.
I have been.
You worry about everything. Do you think, this is a side note, do you think that's not to be sexist, that's not what we believe here at the New Heights Marriage Podcast. Do you believe that that's kind of a woman, wife thing, female thing, to be a person that worries?
No, I don't think so.
You think plenty of guys worry about things?
Yeah, I think plenty of guys worry about things.
I agree. So that's a stereotype that women get probably.
Probably, yeah. But no.
And just for you, it so happens to be true.
For me, I worry. I remember even being a kid. This is probably not like healthy. But like a kid. Should have probably went to therapy.
Let's talk about therapy.
But just even as a kid, like I would just worry about things that, I don't know, a kid probably shouldn't be worried about. Like if my mom was late, I would be hysterical.
Yeah.
I was a crier. I was emotional.
Yeah.
I worried.
Yeah.
I still worry. Probably not as much. I think just with age and relationship with the Lord and, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say I'm a worrier.
So I promised on our wedding day,
almost
7 years ago.
Good job.
I promised to stay calm when you worry.
Mm-hmm.
Have I kept that vow to you?
Yes and no.
Yeah, okay. Okay. I was expecting a resounding yes, but it sounds like we have more to hear. All right. So how yes and then how no?
Okay, I'm going to start with the no. So yeah, you're not like the calmest person.
I've already said that. You don't have to repeat that.
Yeah. So yeah, I think there's been times where I've been worried probably about stupid stuff and you're like, just, it's not a big deal. Like, don't worry about it.
Yeah. You're being very kind to me right now.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Like, get over it.
Get over it.
Not a big deal.
Yeah.
I think like sometimes I worry about dumb stuff. Like I'll like type an email and be like, hey, can you check this? Can you read this? Like, does this sound okay?
After about the fifth time, I might just send the freaking email. Yeah.
So like, yeah, I overthink stuff a lot of times. Texting people, emailing people, just am I saying the right thing, doing the right thing? But I will say in the big moments with big decisions, you have stayed very calm. And I would agree. Like just big decisions in life, like leaving my job. Of course, that was a huge decision.
Yeah. I remember
to leave my career that I thought
I
wanted to be at for a long time. And I just went through college and I spent 6 years in the classroom. And
I
of
remember
course,
you freaked out about everything. Like everything to do with that decision.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
The mental state of it, the financial situation of
Financials.
it. We had loads of conversations about that subject. But yeah.
I felt like, in a sense, I was like giving things up, like giving up a career that I worked hard for. So there, of course.
There's a lot of questions.
I had a lot of
worries,
making sure it was the right decision. So I would say like in the big moments like that, you were definitely my calm and like help me in those times.
Okay. So
does that make you feel better?
A little bit. I wish I was a little better at the little stuff. So I have things to work on. So, okay. So that's the first one. Your next line is, I promise to speak peace when you feel overwhelmed. Going right along.
It goes right along with that.
Yeah. That you worry, and that worry a lot of times I think leads to being overwhelmed about things. I would say, this is funny enough, I feel like you do that for me like all the time. I get overwhelmed. You probably should have said that to me, but like I feel like I get overwhelmed all the time with stuff, work or church or whatever it may be.
Yeah, right now you actually do more, like you wear more hats than me right now as far as like jobs and doing stuff. So I probably do. The roles have reversed.
You're very peaceful.
A little bit.
You're very peaceful.
Thank you.
But hopefully, like you said, I think in the big times.
In the big times where it matters.
I'm peaceful.
Yeah.
The little times matter too. Husbands.
Yeah, but sometimes I can just send the email and.
Sometimes you could just send the emails. We're all growing here together, people. We're all growing. Okay. So, have I kept the wedding vows to you that I made 10/22/16, almost 7 years ago? Sort of.
You have.
That's your answer.
You have. No, you have. You really have.
So.
And of course, there's little moments in between where we may not be 100% perfect or do exactly what we said. But overall, when I look at all the big moments of our life, you have done those things. So you have. I love you for that.
But I think it's good. This thing hangs on our wall. I should probably look at it more and remember those. And, remember what I promised you. And remember to try to do that, even in the little stuff. Hey.
Absolutely.
Thanks for the therapy session. I need to get better. I don't mean that. I'm serious. Like, I need to get better. So that's good. Okay.
Can you be more calm, like driving?
No. Okay. Your turn.
All right. This is the line that was kind of making me laugh a little bit. I promise to be stable for our family.
Yeah. That's line in mine too.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. Why is that funny?
Oh, I thought that was our different line. Oh, I was going to say, as if I'm unstable.
Oh, at times.
Okay. This is a line.
Okay.
I promise to lift you up when you doubt yourself.
Okay. Let's pause there.
Have I done that?
You 100% have done that.
Thank you.
So, yeah, to pause there on that one, I 100% doubt myself sometimes. I know I do. And you definitely lift me up. You actually might be one of the only people. No. There's other people that lift me up. But you have a way, I would say 100%, man. Like you have a way, your voice has a way of doing that quickly. Even though sometimes I don't like it, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like sometimes you just don't want to be lifted up. You're like, just let me kind of muddle around here.
Is that what you're doing?
Doubting myself. Yeah. But yeah, no, 100% on that one. No question.
Can you think of an example?
Oh, man. You know what? I can. One that happened recently.
Really?
So I think we talked about in one of our last podcasts the new business that we started. Mm-hmm. This is a business that I have wanted to start for years and years now, I think, and I've talked to you about it, and I've had all these kind of plans and stuff like that. And I really doubted myself. We were at a point where I needed to either get a full-time job, just because inflation, y'all. So I was going to either get a full-time job or start another business. And I know how to start a business. I know how to do those things. And you really encouraged me to do it. We'll see how that works out. So maybe you shouldn't have encouraged me.
So I'll say if it goes bad, it wasn't me.
No, that's the most recent time for sure. Oh, all right, what's the next one?
I promise to speak peace when you feel darkness.
Okay. All right. You can put that giant thing. I need to put that back on the wall.
holding it.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Peace when I feel darkness. How do you feel like you've done on this one?
A+.
A+. Do I get dark often?
No.
I feel like I do.
You feel like you do? What do you mean?
But maybe I hide it. So,
darkness.
For anybody, I've never been diagnosed. Let's just put that out there. And nothing we say on the New Heights Marriage Podcast is considered health seeker doctor and all those kind of things. I definitely feel depression sometimes. Mm-hmm. I think that's always been a part of my life. And so that I think that comes from doubting myself and from all those kind of things. And so I think that's what that line was about. I think you've always known that about me, that I can go to that place. And so when we say darkness, you don't mean evil or nothing like that, but it means just the dark places that I can go in my head.
Yeah.
And my spirit. And you 100% have, this sounds like we're just like talking real good about each other, but we're being honest. There's things to improve on. I can go to a dark place quick. I can seclude myself. I can, kind of shut off from the world. You're really good about reeling me back in. And so sometimes those things lead to arguments. But we're going to do another podcast on this. I am of the mindset that arguments are great for a marriage.
I agree.
And they release a lot of tension.
You should have them every day.
We should have one right now.
Right now. Wouldn't that be fun?
That'd be a podcast I'd listen to.
Great. Okay, if you're out there and you want to do that podcast where you just get in arguments with your spouse or people,
what would happen if one of our arguments made it onto the air? Would you be embarrassed?
Yeah, probably.
About how you acted or I acted?
Probably about how you acted. No, I'm just kidding.
No, you're not. It's just totally being honest.
No, I'm saying no. If somebody wants to do that podcast, we'll host it for you.
We'll sit on the corner and listen to you argue.
We'll hit record.
But yeah, no. As far as going into a place of depression, a place of doubting myself, being just low. That's what I think we meant by darkness when we wrote that. You've 100% spoke peace in those times. And not that it's a quick fix. Mm-hmm. I hope people don't think that. Yeah. I hope people don't think we have a perfect marriage. Some people want you to think that, but I hope people don't think that about us. But we have fought, and it's been a lot of forgiveness and a lot of things. And so, but have we kept our wedding vows? I think so.
I think we have.
I think we're learning more and more to keep them. Like tonight I learned I got to do it in the small stuff.
Oh, you didn't want me to say that in front of everybody?
No, I wanted you to be completely honest. That was good.
Oh, okay.
And so I think we did.
We did for sure.
It's a beautiful, beautiful journey. Marriage
only gets better with time.
Oh my gosh, is that not true?
It's so true.
Like this past year of our marriage has been one of the best. The past month of marriage has been one of our best in my mind. So it really does get better with time.
Age is like a fine wine.
Yeah. The first 6 years just were terrible. No, I'm just kidding. I'm good. So, but this year has been really good. I think every year has been better and better.
It has.
And you just learn to love each other and do things. And so, but what are your wedding vows? Did you do traditional? Did you write them? Let us know. And we look forward to hearing from you and talking to you next time.
See you next time.
See you next time. This podcast was brought to you by Cunningham Creative. Cunningham Creative is a mobile podcasting service helping you reach the audience that you want to. So if you want to find out more about them, you can go to cunninghamcreative.online and give them a little information, and they'll tell you how they can help you do exactly what we're doing. And so we'll see you next time.